I'm Rafi, welcome to my channel. On my channel, usually we talk about fragrances. Sometimes I talk about some other stuff as well, but most of the time it's fragrances. Today, I'm going to talk about a little bit something different, but I'm still going to talk about fragrances as well. So stick around for the intro. I don't have an intro, so just keep sticking around. What I want to talk about specifically is towards the end of last year, which was 2022, and the start of this year, and of course, the sales. Black Friday, you had Cyber Monday, you had then Christmas, then you had Christmas Day, then you had Boxing Day, and then you had New Year's. It all got a little bit too much, and I kind of lost a little bit of control and bought some stuff. And I thought about it afterwards. I thought, why not make a video about this and tie it in all together? Let's do that. But before we start, it's a little bit quiet in here. So, Maestro, if you could, please. That's better. Now, the philosopher Curtis Jackson once said, "Man, use a window shopper." And whilst he may have been talking about physical retail and was talking about an activity that many of us were relegated to, whilst the real shopping was done inside by a select few, even he, in his infinite wisdom, couldn't have foreseen that the tables would turn so quickly. What am I talking about? I'm talking about how the majority of us are still window shoppers. We're still window shopping. But the shopping has turned real, and the window has changed from glass that we used to see through to glass that sees through you. It sees through your desires. It sees through your predictable irrationality. It exposes and highlights your weaknesses and inadequacies. Why? So that it can focus you on all the gaping holes that you have within yourself, whilst showing you what's on the other side of that window. And what's on the other side of that window? Fulfillment. As in shipping and fulfillment. You thought I was going to say spiritual fulfillment or some shit like that? Come on, get real, son. I went shopping because that's what you're supposed to do during Black Friday and Cyber Monday and this day and that day and this day. These are the rituals of our times. These are the rituals in our calendar. You see, we humans, we have this superpower in that we like to get together and congregate and do the same shit together. In other words, we're highly sociable. Now, traditionally, these rituals have had values attached to them, like a harvest festival or something like that, where people got together to, harvest, to, I guess, have enough food for the coming winter ahead. There. And whilst doing so, strengthen the bonds they have with each other, these relations they have with each other as a super group of humans with strong social connections. Strong, fulfilling social connections. Now I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Black Friday and all the other shopping days that we have are the harvest festivals of our time. But it's more like a harvesting of goods that are curated by your desires to make strong, fulfilling social connections to the things that are on the other side of that window. Okay, so now that I've bored you all to sleep, let me show you what I bought. I bought some other stuff apart from fragrances as well. If you can just have a look at that. I finally got my hands on the Blue Beast itself. This is Interlude Man by Amouage, and it's kind of changed already in the month or so that I've had it. It's gone from being this really obnoxious sort of scent to something that's really mellow and very ambery, and that rosemary in there gives it a nice herbal kick. Yes, I've had decants of this, but no, I've never had a full bottle of it. And when the deal came up, I thought, oh, this is a bit too good to refuse. It was an impulse buy, and I was in the moment, and I got it. What can I do? And of course, one Amouage is never enough, so that's why you're going to have to get another one. And when the deal came up for this one, which is Myths Man, well, I grabbed this one as well. Because I did smell this in a previous video, I went to visit my mate Harun, who has a shop, and I wanted to smell Myths Man, and I did, and I was wrapped with it. So if you really want to smell like this, it's more like a hospital-grade disinfectant mixed with cigarette ash. Yes, I know it doesn't sound appealing, but in reality, it's actually pretty damn good. I really like it, this one. Not because it's purple and it matches my top or my background colors. Yeah, because it's purple. That's why I like it. And the other one that I bought was my first ever Comme des Garcons fragrance, and that is Copper. This one right here, Copper. And why did I buy this? Because I smelt it once and I fell in love. Copper pipe. Copper pipe that's been mushed into wet dirt. Yes. Who wouldn't want to smell like this? I know I do. And of course, one Comme des Garcons is not enough. Once you've broken the seal, you may as well get it a friend to play with. And the one that I did end up getting is this one here. This is Calamus from the Olfactory Library, from the Leaves collection of the Olfactory Library. And this, if you get green peas and you freeze dry them and then you grind them up into a powder and you add some natural sweetener, this is what you get. I know it's not very appealing. Again, all of these scents are very, very niche, and that's where my nose is headed towards right now. Very challenging, but this is not challenging at all. This is actually quite relaxing and calming. If you haven't checked this one out, because nobody really talks about this, it's actually a damn good scent. Longevity is not that great. Quality is pretty good, but it just makes me really happy when I wear it. It's really, really relaxing, and that's what I really wanted out of this. Calamus. The next one I picked up, again, was another impulse buy, but these things don't come up very often, and when they do, you have to pounce on them, because this one's one of those discontinued unicorns, you know what I mean? It's this one right here. This is M7 Fresh by Yves Saint Laurent, and this is an old 2005 version bottle, and it was very much fuller than this when I got it, and I've been wearing it quite a lot. Oh man, this is magic in a bottle. If you can actually get your hands on one of these or even a decant of it, I would very much encourage you to. I think it's the best one out of the M7 line, and I have all of them. So to say that is really something, because M7, a lot of people love it, but the Fresh, there's just something about it that just appeals to me so much. Longevity is pretty damn good as well, but the smell, out of this world. And may I say, it was probably the most expensive thing in this entire list. Something I picked up in the grey market was this 5-pack of vintages like this one here. And I picked it up only for this fragrance here, which is, I don't know if you can make that out, but that is Jill Sanders Feeling Man. It's a tiny sort of 7 ml bottle of it. That's why I picked up this. But I've also got this one, which I've never heard of now. It's called Davidoff Relax. 10 As, which is an old cheap shit fragrance. 273 by Fred Hayman. And Verses by Versace, and the original Perry Ellis Pour Homme. When I opened it up, the Verses had nothing but black gunk in there. But the rest of them smell all right. But Jill Sanders Feeling Man, probably one of the best old school designer scents that have ever come out, and just does not get the attention that it deserves. Really, I think, yes, they're expensive because they're rare, because they didn't really make them too much. But if they got more attention, I think that they would be a lot more expensive. Something else that I picked up again from the grey market was an original bottle of Happy by Clinique. If you haven't seen my mini movie of this, then please go and watch that. I made a lot of effort to make that movie. It was called A Small Slice of Happy, and it's on my channel. If you search for it, you will find it. And I might even leave a card somewhere. So this one is kind of different to the new one. This is the original one from, I think this was released in 1999, and this is an early, maybe 2000s bottle. It's probably lost a little bit of its top notes, because all I get left with is a little bit of vanilla and mandarin tree stems, like the stems of the mandarin itself, not the fruit. Whereas the new bottle that I've got has actually a bit of the fruit in the top notes before that fades away. Longevity is pretty shit, and I'd probably say it's due to its age. And last but not least, if you didn't catch my video when I went to go visit my mate Harun and see what I bought from him, I bought this guy. I bought this. You know what this is? It's not Leighton, it's not Galloway, it's not anything else, it's Percival. Percival's the one. And I bought this as well. There you go. It's not for me, it's for my wife, and she really likes this one. So there you go. If you want like a really nice sort of high performing, higher quality than designer kind of scent that's going to be mass appealing and heaps of ambroxan in there, and that's what really gives it its kick, then you can't go past this one. This will really get some attention because it projects really well, and will probably get you some compliments as well, because a lot of people like this scent. A lot of people like this scent. I see Leighton get sold quite a few times, quite a lot actually, in like, you know, the fragrance groups and things like that. I hardly ever see anyone selling their bottle of Percival, and I think I know why. And there you have it. That's the list. That's what I bought. Those are the things that I bought. Now, did this exercise in idiocy stop me from buying more? No, it didn't. Have I bought more stuff this year? Yes. Could I have spent my money on better things? Of course. But, you know, I don't smoke anymore, and I hardly ever drink, so I'm not spending any money on that. Am I in debt? Nah, man. I'm living pretty nice. Am I buying these things to alleviate the effects of crippling status anxiety? Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe for another video. But if anything is important in this video, it's this. Don't sell yourself to fall in love.